What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Nasty with Ricky.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Ricky Padilla.
And the Grooving Cuban, yours truly, DJ Nasty.
Listen, man, we got a special guest straight from Orlando.
Yes.
You got to introduce yourself.
I'm Alex Nicholson.
Alex Nicholson. All right, so you got to come in with the way you punch somebody is the way you got to say your name. Go ahead, let them know.
I'm Alex the Spartan Nicholson.
Alex the Spartan Nicholson. For those that don't know, you fight for a living.
Yes, sir.
What is that all about, right? So I've seen you in UFC. I've seen you in bare knuckle game breed. I've seen you overseas fighting Russians. How does somebody like yourself get into that? Like, where does it all start and say, you know what, one day I just think I want to kick ass for a living?
I mean, it really started off in the backyard.
Backyard.
Playing basketball and having to prove myself in the Apopka area. I got into it on the basketball court a few times. And
So you out there, Paul, and somebody give you a hard foul, and then you just knuckle up.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
I was really good at
Punching people?
slam dunking the basketball.
Oh, wow.
So whenever you would try to go up, sometimes people would undercut you or throw you on the ground. And I would always get a little bit of street beef, so to speak, and I had to prove myself, whether it be on the court at that time or at the bus stop. That's how we were back then. We'd knuckle up and usually become friends afterwards. But one day,
those days is over with.
after high school basketball practice, they set up a kickboxing ring. And I was like, I'll go out there and do that. And
So where was this kickboxing ring at? Like just in high school? Just kind of put a picture.
They set up the ring there, and then they had events at night. But I met the people, and they were doing one at the Why Not Lounge is what it used to be called. Right there by I-4. And I was like, man, I could do that. And all my friends were like, yeah, we'll go watch you do that. We will sign up, go do that. And then
So you had no experience. You just felt like something that you'd be able to do.
my father kickboxed and showed me a few things here and there, but I played basketball. He didn't want me to live that fighting life. He said, it's not much money in it. You could get hurt. Any parent would say to their son, which I understand now being a father myself, but I told him, I want to go for it, Dad. There was this guy there that week before. His opponent didn't show up, and I kind of got into it with him a little bit with my friends. And he's like, oh, you think anybody could do this, kid? But I was that high school kid that had just turned 18. We were about to graduate.
Yeah.
So I was able to sign up for a grown man sport. And all my friends were like, oh, I would do it if I was 18. You're just
gas.
Cheers.
Green lighting the whole way.
Yeah, so we went for it.
Did you win that fight?
I did.
God damn it. Good
I
job.
did.
That's good.
I got beat up really bad, but then I won the fight.
Got it. Hey, listen,
Chopping me down.
Part of the whole thing.
And then I showed the toughness and athleticism to have a future in it.
So were you good at basketball? Which one you think you were better at?
I mean, I would say that I was like a young J.R. Smith. I had the three-point shot. I could slam dunk. Everyone wants to see that, you know. But I think a lot of talented scouts saw that I wouldn't have done well in that Division I college atmosphere. I got even AAU basketball. I would get in fights at the Milkhouse Center, like not often, but it's like if somebody made me feel disrespected in a way that I couldn't walk, talk, and enjoy my life. I've never had a problem to be like, oh, I'm gonna show you, buddy. Like, don't cross that line. There's gonna be a consequence. Not gonna reward that behavior. And that's always been my thing. And as a human, I feel that way big time. Like, let's not disrespect each other. Let's just have a good time, no matter where we are.
Now, while you were growing up, and I've caught both sides of the story. Mike Perry, I sat down with him and spoke to him. You guys grew up together fighting. Was that like middle school? Was it high school? Like, when did you guys connect and like start saying this is something we're gonna take serious?
We knew each other. We originally met. I was in the 11th grade. He was in the 10th grade at Apopka High School. Mike came in with
Mike was a small guy.
Stocky little. He would come in with a big book bag, like he put rocks in it or something. You like, there ain't books in that boy. No, but he would, there's Mike. But also I remember one time at the football game, somebody was like, oh, that crazy ass little white boy, or that crazy little white boy. And we both turned and ended up kind of noticing that we both reacted to that comment.
Yeah.
and I think we shared that moment. But also, just so it must have been probably 2 years out of high school. There was another Mike named Mike Milmerstadt. God bless and rest his
That's the
soul.
cop.
Yeah, it was a
I
good.
followed that story.
Yeah, he was an intense dude, you know, and he brought me and Mike together because it was MySpace at the time, messaging each other on MySpace.
Mhm.
We ended up linking up and all training together. And from amateurs to early pros, he stayed with us, had a successful life, successful career, successful great man. And so did we, but we all kind of mushed together. But me and Mike ran up the amateur ranks together. We used to watch YouTube videos and train on the tarp, you know.
Damn. After
And
school?
yeah, right
Or
behind.
was that when y'all skipped school?
No, that was
No, I'm
that
just
was
kidding.
after school. We'd already graduated. You know,
Okay.
we were probably 19, 20 years old. My father used to pick us up with a banana, a Metrix bar, and a sugar-free Powerade. That was the recipe. And
You got some energy to get going.
yeah, we trained on the tarp together. And it was funny. It started off in the backyard, amateur fights and professional fights, and now all over the world together.
It's kind of crazy when you talk about, you know, backyard fights because Gamebred, you are one of the headlines that's
Mhm.
coming up this Saturday here at the Kia Center in Orlando. By the way, congratulations because you're from Orlando, and that is like absolutely. I mean, how does that feel to be
That's huge.
in Orlando, a Popka raise, and now you're about to fight in your backyard at damn near a sold out event at Kia Center?
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's a beautiful blessing. You know, I am the Spartan. That's our Coliseum in
Yeah.
our Orlando area. It used to be TD Waterhouse, the Amway, and now it's the Kia Center. And I get to showcase my abilities in front of my friends, my family, and I couldn't be more blessed and grateful for that opportunity.
Oh man, we're super excited for you. We've been talking about it on our radio show, been talking about it on social media. The guy you fight, his name is Sherman, right?
Yes, sir. Chase Sherman.
Give us because I saw the coolest video and it made me happy yesterday. And I don't know if you saw it when I reposted it. You fought this guy 10 years ago, right?
hmm
And you won.
Yes, sir.
And you guys saw each other for the first time in a long time.
We did, yeah.
And you would think, Nasty, that when you're going into some kind of combat like that, there's some kind of like anger, like,
Yeah, you got
yo, I
beef,
gotta,
you ready to
I
go.
gotta fuck this guy up. Like, I have
big
no
time.
choice but to fuck this guy up
Yep.
because me or him, and I got a family to feed. Bro,
Absolutely.
you guys fucking hug like y'all were brothers, like y'all ain't seen each other in forever. And
Hey,
I
that
thought
is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen like that.
You see, the world wouldn't understand it, but after being around it a few times, you know it ain't flat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. But Chase and me,
Like, do you guys got each other's
We-
phone number? Because I felt like maybe you like,
I mean,
like, let me know when you want to grab lunch. Like,
we could do that. I
Yeah.
could sit with him tonight and have dinner,
uh-huh.
and Saturday night, I'm gonna try to punch a hole in his skull with my knuckles. Because he's gonna try to do it for mine. I just touched on Mike Milmerstadt's story.
Yeah.
Brother of mine was there sparring with us the next day, head trauma, brain bleed, and to everybody on the outside looking in, what's wrong with these guys? How do they get up in the morning and just fight every day? I don't understand how people get up in the morning, go to work, and do what they're told every day. I'm
Yeah.
blessed to do what I love, and this is truly the life I chose. I would have another job and do this if this wasn't
would
a
drive you
blessing.
probably crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
But Chase understands what it is. It's our health and our wealth on the line.
Mhm.
And we're going to go toe to toe, blow for blow, and go for it. And I think that's being a professional martial artist. You got fighters who are tough, gritty. You have mixed martial artists.
Got it. One of the things that he said was, while they were hugging each other, he said, "This is not about you and me. This is about the moment, and we're gonna celebrate." And I'm thinking in my head, you guys are about to knock each other's blocks off in like 3 days. And-
Celebrate.
Yeah, and they were so humble about it, and I was just like, wow, that's absolutely amazing. So,
Yeah.
That's the
you know-
beauty in the artwork of what we do. Like I said, professional level, it's the beauty in the artwork. And a lot of people would look at it like your typical casual fan and be like, I don't want to see that soft crap. I want to see him cuss at him, tell him he's going to steal his girl and smack his mama. But I don't have to steal his girl. I get, you know, God bless y'all.
Are you that type of guy? Because I think one of the one of the drunkest nights I've had downtown was when we were at Bullet Bar, and Nasty, you know for a fact I don't drink tequila, and he had tequila, and man, I was getting smacked, like throwing shots back, and I was sauced up. I swear I was standing on a boat in the water somewhere, like just moving back and
You
forth.
wasn't ready to fight nobody.
Slowly drifting.
Yeah, but you just seem like such a nice guy. Like, would you yell at somebody like that? Like like when you know you're going into a fight, would you use that type of ammo? Because you see that a lot in boxing where they talking shit to each other. I don't see you as that person. Now I do see you as a motherfucker that will whoop some ass, like without fail. But like, are you an aggressive type of guy?
I'm not. When I was a younger man, I felt like I had to toot my horn, so to speak, to get some attention. But now, I don't care about that kind of attention, and that's what this world demands of us as entertainers. Now it's almost sick, but I don't have to do that. I have a young man looking at me now, my son, and one day he's gonna see this all. So I don't want to scream and yell for attention. I want to be respected for the martial artist that I am, the man that I am.
Yeah.
And
we have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Papito.
go.
We appreciate that.
hey,
This episode
Special
has been brought to
delivery.
you by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, cut that motherfucking check.
Yes, sir.
We need that.
it's all good, brother. But
Now,
I don't need to yell and scream for attention. It's gonna come because I'm still here, and I'm on God's time. I'm not on my time. I'm not on borrowed time. For a long time, I thought that way. These crazy things. How am I still here? Why isn't it happening? But it's all full circle, and it's come back around, and it's my time. I truly believe that, so I'm able to sit here with confidence as a man. As Alex Nicholson, not trying to do anything else for attention. I'm comfortable with who I am and what I'm capable of doing, and I get to do that in front of everybody.
That's crazy.
And that's what helps me have that mindset and that mentality to go in there and flip that switch, because every day is a blessing, and I fully understand that now, and I'm able to take it that far.
Got it.
one of the good guys. That's good. We always need a good guy.
Yeah. You got your fight coming up this weekend here at the Kia Center. You're one of the main events. Let us know for us, because obviously we're not athletes like that. You're a professional athlete. How does it start? When do you get into work mode? Is it back last year? Is it 6 weeks before? 2 months? Like, put us through that process, because you've always seemed like you're always in shape. So I feel like you're working out kind of on a regular basis.
Yeah, man. Once I stopped putting that pressure on myself as I need a training camp,
Yeah.
and I realized this is my life as a mixed martial artist, you could be a black belt, and then once you stop training, you could be a world champion black belt, world champion kickboxer, boxer. The second you stop training and somebody else is doing that workout you didn't do that morning at 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., whenever you have it set, whenever you stop sticking to that schedule, guess what? Then you're a brown belt. Then you're a purple belt. Then you're a blue belt. Then you're a white belt again. You're not a world champion athlete. You're not conditioned for it. You're not ready to do what you got to do. So it's waking up every day, train, eat good, don't drink as much alcohol. For me, I smoke a lot of weed. Don't smoke as much weed. Cut back. Stay focused.
What is a lot of weed? Because I know you, but for the people that Nasty, you've been around artists. You know what a lot of weed is.
I do know.
What is a lot of weed?
I smoke like a rapper, bro.
Yeah.
And a rapper would try to question that, but I roll up a big fat, grab a leaf, wrap it with my 1 1/3 paper, baby. And I get
So hold up.
to
It
the
doesn't
moon.
matter if you smoke weed and be a fighter.
No, you could be a good person and a good athlete and smoke weed. You know?
Really?
Another part, since we're telling stories here, full ride scholarship 2009 was about to play with Marcus Jordan at the University of Central Florida. I lost my scholarship and my hoop dreams because I was a stoner.
You know, and
Lost the scholarship, and now they sponsored by a marijuana company.
Crazy.
Nasty, I have a similar story with Nasty. I ended up getting a scholarship for baseball, but I got in trouble, and I ended up, when I got my AA, I went to apply to be a coach at my high school, got the job, and when I did the paperwork, because what I did at 17 years old, going into 18, mind you, I was 17, midnight, I'm 18. I get caught around 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock. They don't turn me in until 1 o'clock. They told me I couldn't be around kids because of that
crazy.
charge
Yeah.
back then. And it was so heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, you know,
Do the right thing. Yeah.
yeah, I ended up in radio and you know, things were a lot better. But yeah, it was a whole crazy situation.
Yeah, man. It's could be worse.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
this man's still out there locked up in prison for marijuana that would be misdemeanor.
That wouldn't even be frowned upon right now.
I've also learned as a man, it's like, do the right thing, bro. Because you might be like, okay, it's just this or that. But then you find out, oh, that's illegal.
Yeah.
Like running across the street, you jaywalking.
Yeah.
It's fine if nobody sees, but then the police are right there and you going to jail for jaywalking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different situation.
You got to play by the rules. You know, there's so many fighters here in Orlando. Just recently, we went to the Edgar Berlanga fight over at the what's the name of that place?
Crib Royale.
Crib Royale. How do you judge? Because I feel like there's so many different things, right? There's boxing, there's MMA, there's bare knuckle, there's MMA bare knuckle, which is game breed, right? Can you put in order like which one you would think would be the toughest? Like, where is it at? Like, okay, boxing, maybe. Like, which is the hardest? Because I feel like you've done them all.
Well, it depends on the individual competing.
Got it.
And what they're able to do efficiently. But boxing is a different animal that people don't understand because you have a 16-ounce boxing glove on. When that thing's sweaty and wet, it's a heavy, dangerous tool, and those guys can punch so accurately and efficiently, and also they're conditioned to taking those blows, so you have 10 seconds to get back up. You know, you can get multiple concussions in 10 seconds. You get down, you get back up. Bare knuckle, you can get kneed in the head with a bare knee, a bare elbow, a bare fist.
You went viral for kneeing somebody.
Yeah, no,
he has a video.
Madison
Maybe
Square
we can insert that saying. That video went viral. I ain't even know him at the time, and that thing was he bang.
It was #1 top 10 play of the day on SportsCenter. That was huge for me as a young man. I was like, oh yeah.
I jumped up, smashed him with a knee. I was like, Jesus, who is this animal? And then find out he lives down the street.
That was good times. Madison Square Garden with the PFL under their banner. And that's still the best knockout in their promotion's history. So you're welcome, PFL.
Yeah. Cut the man a check, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm sure somewhere on their social media and they're making money off of that.
Views, baby.
So, yeah, you were saying accuracy with boxing.
Yeah, and elbows, but, you know, they're all dangerous sports. But, you know, I've done professional kickboxing, have a world title in that. I've done professional boxing. I've gotten my feet wet, I guess you would say, with blood and all three. Wow. So it's a beautiful thing.
It's crazy because for the average fan that might not know too much, Nasty, this man traveled to Russia not too long ago by himself. Him and was it you and Mike?
Platinum went with me to Moscow.
Yeah, just two guys in Moscow. They're in a whole nother country. That was the time when the basketball chick was over there in trouble. What was her name?
Really?
Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Brittany Griner. Yeah, she was in trouble in Russia, and they saying don't go over there.
We smoked. we smoked some weed in Moscow, Russia.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, y'all crazy.
Like
we really did.
Knowing everything that's going on, and she was looking at 10, 15 years.
My favorite. Well, we were with Vlad.
Is that the guy you were fighting?
Right. No, I fought Vagabov, and I signed up to do a 5-minute round mixed martial arts competition. I got to Moscow, Russia. Vlad goes, "You are here under my protection, and you're going to box my champion now." And Mike was like, "No, we didn't sign up to box. He's not boxing." And I was like, "Mike, I don't, I think I'm boxing." He goes, "You're boxing." I was like, "All right." So shout out to Vlad and Vagabond for an interesting experience in Moscow, Russia. And then you know how Mike is.
Oh, there was another video that went viral where they're sitting up in a situation just like this. I don't know what happened. In America, it's like motherfucker or whatever. Like, I guess you can't say that shit.
No, don't say motherfucker in Moscow,
like,
Russia.
Really think you trying to fuck their mother?
Yeah. They were all like, "You would not disrespect our friend. That's my brother." And then next thing you know, it was wild out there. But you know, they were good people. They were nice.
Sound like you got a good check.
Yeah, that was the funniest, scariest part of leaving Moscow, Russia. Was we had 50 bands cash, and you know you're not supposed to travel
carry
with
like
50
that, yeah.
bands cash. I don't even know if I should be saying this on the radio, but we got back from Moscow, Russia. We had the money. You know, Mike has a tattoo on his face. I look like
Yeah,
how I look.
yeah.
So here we are. I got some money in my underwears in my backpack, and I was like, I hope this works out, and it did. We
You're
made
lucky
it.
because I know they say it's I think $9,999 is what you can fly with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know,
Don't quote me.
it's monopoly money. You know,
Yeah.
it was unfortunate to find out it wasn't real money, and
No?
yeah, they could never tax me on that because
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Oh, Rico.
Oh,
duh.
oh, yeah.
It was Monopoly
Good
money.
thing it was Monopoly money.
They really got me.
Bro, I
Shout out to the IRS.
yeah.
Of
God
course.
bless.
I
I don't know what you're talking about.
no, I totally get it. Went right over my head. My bad.
Yeah.
One of the things, you know, we've done a lot of episodes talking nasty with Ricky. Nasty, have you ever gotten into a fight before?
Man, not really.
This is a yes or no?
No. I've never been into like a real fight, like blow for blow and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I might have got hit by accident one day.
You know how me and him became close one time? And shout out to the guy that walked in here
Yo,
and Papito, our special
Yeah.
guest.
I might have.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. He's good. He's
It's all
good.
right.
Sit down.
It's family, man.
Yeah, it's all love in here. Me and Nasty got cool. There was a guy that kind of ran up on Nasty, and I just started working at the radio station, and we didn't have a show together. We didn't really know each other like that. We would say hello, and for whatever reason, the guy, something happened. I think it was like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nasty, like maybe playing a record or something. I don't know. And I ended up jumping. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I ended up jumping up for Nasty. I was like, yo, bro, you're not going to. Like, you're not going to do all that to him.
Yeah,
like,
you
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna take that
Big old bully.
Yeah.
Taking a,
And I have no boys around.
Yeah. So after that, he's like, yo, you my best friend for life, bro. Save me the only ass whooping.
Rico was there.
Yeah, I was there. I was like, bro,
appreciate
that's
that.
not going to happen, man. Like, I don't know what's going on, but that ain't going to happen.
might just get hit with the Rico.
Yeah.
That is
You know what I'm saying? So I always wondered, did you ever,
Yeah. Nah,
ever-
not really, man.
Yeah. Do you know how to throw
I'm
a
a
punch?
lover, not a fighter, bro.
Do you know how to
Yeah.
throw a punch?
Nah, I mean, shoot,
Okay.
We can make that happen. Let's show them how to.
have a boxing glove. 'Cause we would like to see
Let's show them.
what it would look like on camera for a man that's never thrown a punch before.
Yeah,
hey, let's give-
those on real
Nah,
quick.
I don't watch Rocky for a minute.
Look, let me give him a before and a after.
Come on now.
What he's got, and then what I could show.
Yeah. We got some pads here.
It would just do it straight.
Yeah.
You lefty or righty?
Righty.
Do you even know how to put these on?
Come on, man. Look at me. I'm ready to go.
It will go basic 1-2.
Coincidentally, we had some pads and boxing
Wait,
gloves.
Throw a 1-2.
Wait, who?
All right, so those are called
Jab
Don't worry, he's
cross.
not gonna punch you.
No, just a jab cross on the mitts.
Yeah, he's not gonna punch you. What he's gonna do is just see where you're at in life.
Hey, we'll do it short and sweet, bro.
Yeah.
Watch. You throw a 1-2, and then I'm
You gotta explain what a 1-2 is.
just a jab.
1-2, bro. I know that.
All right, let me see the
Yeah,
1-2.
You act like I don't watch TV.
Here, let me get that for you.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1-2. Watch.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a man that has never thrown a punch in his life, and we have a professional fighter for a living. Oh, he don't even know how to stand. He don't. he got the wrong foot. Like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, don't hurt yourself, Nasty. There you go. Eh,
Shout out Craig Duncan. This is what he'll tell you. You know, as a beginner. See how you got them together? Bridges, what do they do?
Look into that one. Yeah.
Walls, what they do? So see, don't keep them together. Chin down.
This is amazing. Look at the camera. Yeah.
Things out, right? So you need to form a wall. From this wall, you turn your body, thumb down, land down. Throw that one, turn that hip, bam, one, and right from there, you pull it back, turn the whole body, whip out that two. Here, build the wall, 1, 2, turn that whole body.
Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Throw it, Nasty. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Don't patty cake it. Throw it. There you go. Let's go.
Thumb down, 1, 2, pop.
Look at the camera. Don't look at me.
Too much work, yo.
Real quick, 1, 2. Wop. Yep.
Now throw a hard one. Pause.
1, 2, 3, 4. And the whole line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this guy's a professional. There's a professional right there. Oh yeah. Hey, sign him up for the undercard over at the Kia Center. I think he's ready.
Now, where should you? It should always look like this. Just like this. Okay.
Look, each finger goes right where it belongs here. And then these bones support my metacarpals in my hands. Look, all these little bones. Boom. Nice and tight. And then look at my knuckles. Ready? I got a point. See these knuckles here?
You look like you've been punching concrete, brother. All right. Let's get back on these mic. Pause. We appreciate that. I always wondered what would happen to him if somebody jumped in his face. I know he'd run, but God forbid he had to throw a punch. At least now he knows how to throw a punch.
We got good friends, right?
Yeah.
Good friends around, but it's science, man. It's a sport. You could break everything down to science, man. Distance, timing, attitude, angles.
Got it. Well, listen, man, we want to appreciate you. We appreciate you stopping by, talking with us. Congratulations, brother. I've seen you travel the world and fight for yourself, for your family, for your kid. And I think it's just absolutely awesome to be able to see you do it right here in your backyard. Born and raised in Orlando.
Champ is here.
I'm just blessed and grateful for doing it, and thank you for the kind words and thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. My man, Catching, what's your Instagram?
Spartan Life 32 is my Instagram. Yeah, check me out there. Man.
Check out his Instagram. He got a lot of work, and we're gonna be rooting for him this Saturday at the Kia Center.
Yes, let's go.
Another episode of Talking Nasty with Ricky.